Hey guys, welcome back again. This is another delayed recording I made of this, and there we go. But I saw I was running into a deoxys deck, and I was like, I'm just gonna record this just in case I do well, because a lot of people always complain about deoxys decks and they can't beat them or just how much of a pain it is. So I thought I want to show how I want to deal with him. I go in for the double chance with Napoleon, so he can't get to my goal instead of just bringing out that second poke. I've tried that a couple of times, and even now and then you get stuck with a dodge on speed form, and it's just frustrating. But here we go. He moves in Zapdos, and the best thing I have to counter Zapdos would be Empoleon. But I can't counter Zapdos until I've got a Manaphy on the field, so that's why I just dropped my Manaphy straight away. I let him, if he wanted to advance, he could have. So now he dropped his there.are, and I'm like, alright, I'm just going to put out Suicune just so I've got a bit of damage on Zapdos, so if he attacks me, I can potentially take him out. See the Cosmo Energy getting dropped here, and as soon as that happens, I'm just going to check what they've got. You never want to get stuffed when you don't know what their plates are. So here we go. I just dropped my second Manaphy. All I'm trying to do right here, I'm just setting up with this deck. You just need to have a bit of a setup. So I'm just setting up, getting my Empoleon ready to take on a Deoxys. And this is the key, especially with this kind of deck. I don't care at all about speed form rushing down there. If he wants to take my goal on my entry point, then I've got Empoleon, so I'm just going to drop my Steel Energy right now. So I've got the two Manaphy's, Empoleon sitting right there, and this is what I need. This is how I've done my setup, and this is exactly what I need to go. So I'm just going to start moving my Manaphy's towards the goal. Here we go. So Deoxys attacks, my best thing I always hope for is a slip. And if not, Hydro Pump. 140, and that's why we run this. Take that. Double spins, Hydro Pump again. Boom. And the 140 Hydro Pump is just nasty. The Steel Energy, 2 Manaphy's. And as soon as that Deoxys A is gone, it's time to apply pressure. So I'm just going to push on up. He's got nothing on his bench, only got 2 defense forms, so I'm just going to start pushing and start applying some pressure. I don't want to take out any more of his mons right about now, so I'm just going to run up this side with Toad, get all my mons on the board now. Right, this is a wee bit scary having Zapdos coming towards you, but what I thought, alright, if Zapdos jumps over me, he's going to threaten my goal, he can threaten Manaphy, he can threaten all my purples. So I can do the same, I can jump over him, threaten his goal, and I can surround Zapdos and just get him out of there. Zapdos is harsh for this deck. You gotta have your Empoleons or your Toad or your Suicune ready to block all the damage. So I took out Zapdos, and there's 2 big hitters in the PC, so I'm not too scared about the defense forms and the speed forms, so I'm just going to keep moving up. Before I attack any more, I'm just going to block those entry points, so when I do attack, he can't pull his A out anymore. Alright, so speed form comes on out. Don't have to worry about him too much with Manaphy's buffs. They're dealing more than enough damage. If he gets his yellow on my white, I'm going to get the win. If I get my purple on his white, I'm going to get the win. My white on his white, I get the win. So it's just a really good matchup for me. The only bad matchup is the yellow on my purple. So I've got to be a little bit careful about it, but I don't have to be too afraid. Like, a lot of people and a lot of other YouTubers often either go too confident into bad matchups, or they... so right here, that's exactly what I was wanting. So his biggest is white, and mine second biggest my purple. I'll go for that. So I cover the entry point first because I want to be able to have the entry points covered before he can get his attack out. And then I surround him on my turn so his DOA gets weight so he can't pull him out. I have the chance to block the goals. Here we go, attacking the defense. I'm just pretty much hoping to get that yellow on purple, and of course counter comes along. We've all been on those times when they get that counter. Yeah, a bit of a shame. But right now, before I get attacking, as I said before, I've got to make sure I'm in good positions. So I want to make sure all my mons are up around his entry points, so if I do attack, I can cover those points. So I'm just going to move everything up, get everything in a good position. It's all about positioning at this point. It's just, he's just going to turtle back there, so I'm just going to move everything right up to the top. And by doing that, if by some miracle he gets another counter on attack or speed from attacks and like gets his miraculous win, I'll be ready for it. And that's all it's about. So just moving everything up so I can be in order. I put Manaphy right next to him because Manaphy's only got 1 MP. I've got to be able to just hop onto that goal if need be. And now I'm about to set up. I'm just leave Manaphy back in the middle because I would like to be able to cover either side if even Pokemon gets taken out. And here we go, hoping for that yellow. No. The bad thing about running Empoleons is sometimes the yellow is pretty decent sized chunk. And right here, he moved his defense onto the goal. He turtled the wrong way, and I've got my opening. So I'm like, I can move in and attack with Empoleon, or I can go for the surround in that corner. And he can't stop me now. He can't surround me, and this is going to be me being able to lock this game down. I can get him down to 2 mons as long as I don't get countered. Sweet. The bad thing I found out about Suicune is Sheer Cold can't knock out defense for him. I tried on one match, I was like, yeah, I got purple on white, and then he didn't die, and then I read defense, and I was sorely disappointed. Here he's hoping for that yellow on purple or my miss, and I'm hoping I don't get it. Earthquake, perfect. The good thing about running Seismitoad on this deck is that majority of my mons don't have misses. At level 5, they've got 1 miss at the moment. So only Suicune has a sizable chance of missing. So it's really good just to run at the opponent. And here we go, just locking everything down, just shutting him down the entry points. He's got to get attacking. There's pretty much no way he can win at this point unless he gets perfect goals, knocks all their mons out. But in saying that, yeah, it's a hard road for him. So I'm just attacking him here, hoping he gets a Psycho Barrier, because I want to make him wait. And I get the dodge. And I could have got a weight win right there. So just don't be afraid of attacking sometimes, especially with the Deoxys. Just get yourselves into very good positions. Right here, this is for the game. He has to knock me out or he's surrounded. So Sheer Cold counter. Here we go again. So the first time it ever happened to me, I was so surprised. What am I missing here? Why didn't he die? But yeah, so he didn't die anyway. So here he goes. He's just for the sake of it, having a bit of a spite attack, which I do too sometimes just for the fun of it. Boom, damage on damage. Speed form goes down, and because he attacked me for spites, I'm not going to go on his goal. I want to make him get that weight win, or make me get a weight win. So there we go. That's how you take down a Deoxys deck with this water deck I'm running. It's amazing. It's real fun to run, and yeah, really enjoy it. So once again, thank you to X Attack for the deck design. He runs 3 Empoleons, but I didn't have a third one, so I put Seismitoad in there. But that's really the only difference in our deck. So it's really cool being part of the X Clan and being able to toss up all these ideas and work together and work through strategies, work through decks. And this one, I'm really enjoying it. He is too. He's really enjoying it. But it's a fun deck to use, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and there'll be more to come from this deck, showing the different ins and outs against different types of decks too. So hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into some live matches soon, so have a good day.